Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am a Star Creator, Starco Gaming, and we are back with another Marvel Future Fight video. By the way guys, if you want to participate in the crystal giveaway on this channel, there is two ways you can do so. Way number one, you can join us on our live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night 7 p.m. Pacific time and follow the instruction on stream, or you can join us on our Discord server guys. Link is description down below. You go in the Marvel Future Fight category there, and then the channel giveaway, and you follow the instruction there. So guys, today we kind of talk about Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider was a tier 3 actually selected with my tier 3 selector, so I kind of want to showcase the character without rage, without judgment, with a terrible build, because a lot of people are like, hey, this character is actually not worth it if you don't have a rage or judgment, which I totally disagree, because us new players, free-to-play players, we don't have, you know, a million judgment or a million rage laying around, so we're kind of stuck with pretty much a normal custom gear with damage proc and shit like that. And it's important to see where those characters actually wage with those terrible builds. So we're gonna jump into the roster. We're gonna take a look at my Ghost Rider guys. Here we go, the fella is here. So Ghost Riders is actually energy attack characters, by the way guys. He is not physical attack a lot. I'm sure that a lot of people like me thinks he's actually physical attack, which is weird, because he's kind of smashing people with a bike and a chain, so you'll expect is actually physical attack, but no, he is energy attack. Obviously we have his latest uniform. You will need his latest uniform for him to perform. That is without a single doubt guys. You cannot perform with him without uniform, but with this uniform you can actually do a pretty sexy job. Now if we actually look at the build we have guys, you can see 46.82% cooldown, 39.82% Ingor defense, 180% crit damage, 46% critical rate, max attack speed. You can see here the basic is he has a terrible build. What's is actually pretty interesting with him, he does have the leadership ability, so you can actually have White Fox with him, which is actually pretty awesome. Now if we actually look at the gear here, gear is 25 obviously, but we haven't min-max his gear yet. It's really to showcase what he can actually do with the bare minimum guys. That's pretty much the point of this video. ESO sets we're running with a set bonus stage 5 in effect of Power of Angry Oak, so we're not even getting the full stats on the all attack speed, all defense, critical rate, ignore defense. So we're only getting the stage 5 of those stats, with a 7.7% all attack, all defense, critical rate, 6.9% attack speed, and 7.3% ignore defense. So it's actually pretty bad. If we look at this custom gear, yes, the 40% critical damage is great, but 120% proc, which is total shit guys. And we have no bonus uniform. Yes, we've been working on getting his uniform up, but if we look at uniform option guys, no bonus uniform here, so we only getting the actual stats increase on this guy. Type enhancement, he is at level 0. We haven't put anything on him, so basically guys, it's really to showcase what are the bare minimum this character can do. Now imagine if we actually get a 200% proc on him. We actually get you know, ignore defense cap, cooldown cap, you know, all that stuff. If we actually take care of that, how much more powerful this guy will be for new players. My account is today 88 day old, so it's not like I'm crazy and it is full free-to-play account guys. Even though we are a Star Creator, we are not into the in-game rewards program. I actually opt out for that, so we can actually really stay to the essence of the free-to-play gameplay. So the first thing we're gonna do here guys is we're gonna jump into a wall boss ultimate. That's gonna be easy. We're gonna go fight wall boss ultimate, this one here, a stage 29. I haven't tried out this one yet. This is actually gonna be quite interesting. We are going to be bringing a decent team though, because we really want to give him see what he can do, but a decent team also means that we're not going to be bringing any strikers. I think that is one of the things we're gonna do here is no strikers. So we're gonna pop that Nick Fury lead with Ghost Riders and Coulson, and technically we should destroy a stage 29, but keep in mind guys that my raid level is terrible. Like look at this raid level here guys. My raid level is literally I forgot where you actually find it. Wow. Oh, here we go, 86. So my raid level is terrible, guys. You can see stage 29 is actually pretty difficult for me. My Star Lord, you know, can barely beat it at my tier 3 starter. So that is how terrible this raid level is. So I kind of want to see what it's going to be able to do here. I know that against a bunny is just going to wreck it, but it's really important to see what it's going to be able to do against a guy like Cool Obsidian here, or Black Dwarf, whatever you want to call this fat bastard. So we're going to start with the 5th skill here, then we're going to chain with that here. And yeah, the damage is actually pretty terrible so far, which should actually be expected, to be honest. Now we're going to try to pair that 5th skill with that tier 3 as much as possible. Kind of want to see what kind of damage that tier 3 can actually do, and it's actually pretty solid. If we actually brought him defense down, it could actually be doing, you know, strikers could actually be doing a lot better here. A lot better. Kind of trying to get the proc here. That tier 3 skill actually does decent damage. Like I said, if you add that defense down here, could actually be doing pretty solid. I think that the thing that this guy needs without the proc is actually some healing. That'll be great. So that is without strikers. Obviously a guy that has elemental resistance, so it's actually not optimal, but just wanted to showcase real fast here so you guys can actually see it. Now if we actually bring the strikers in there, let's see if they're actually going to be better. So my striker list is these characters, so that should technically help a lot. That should technically help a lot and make that much faster. Again, elemental resistance from Cole, so it's normal that we're doing a lot of less damage, guys, and a lot of attack event if these characters is energy attack character. A lot of those attacks are also physical attack, which definitely does not help the fella. Definitely. Okay, we're gonna start with that again. And you can see a huge difference when we actually bring the strikers in. Well, I was trying to pop that tier 3 skill here, but that didn't work. We're going about twice as fast as we were going earlier. And obviously, guys, I have no idea how to play the guy. Still learning how to play the guy, so that just showcases how good he is. And here you can see if we actually had the healer and actually had, you know, time to, we wanted to spend the 5 minutes to clear it, we could actually clear it, which is actually pretty solid. Stage 29, 100, under 100 days into the game. Raid level is terrible. I think that's actually pretty solid, and considering that this guy has resistance against elemental damage too, I think it's pretty solid. Eventually I'm going to be able to do more testing against this guy, but we are stuck on that stage stage 9 for a couple more days here, so we cannot really bring that stage up. But once we actually get that stage up to the 20s, we're going to be able to showcase that stage a little bit more with those elemental characters in the future. So next, guys, we're going to jump in Alliance Battle Extreme, because I think a lot of people wonder what this fellow can actually do in Alliance Battle Extreme. So we're going to showcase it real fast here. So the thing we're going to be throwing here is the same thing: Nick Fury, Lady Coulson, and Ghost Rider, and we're going to see what kind of score this guy can actually do with this terrible build. Now you have to take this build and just with a damage proc, just compare this build that if we actually add the good stats, how much go we score here. I think that it will actually be quite easy to score 5 million plus without without a CTP of any kind, which is actually pretty damn solid. So let's get started with that. Here we go. And pretty much we are just going to be smashing button here, guys, and try to apply the burn when the guy goes in the middle. And that is literally the only thing we're going to be doing. We're not going to worry about anything else. If we get that proc on that tier 3, that's an advantage. If not, well, it is what it is. Honestly, I think that the proc is best served to actually pop on that fourth skill than that tier 3. See how much damage it does on that fourth skill? It's actually pretty damn solid. And by the way, guys, you have 2 skills you want to use for that burn damage, which is the 5th skill and the 4th skill, by the way. Oh, come on, man. Okay, we get that burn damage. I got scared when he decided to attack something away. You can see here already 1,000,000 damage, and we're running without even paying attention to any rotation. We're running without, you know, without a good build. This is a take that's the biggest take to actually take in consideration here. And we're killing it, man. We're going to be able to do over 2 million pretty damn easy, which is pretty crazy. Now we're in trouble. I don't think we're gonna get the burn in time. We actually got it. Wow, that was a very, very bad sync here, but we got there. We're already up to 2 million, so it's actually pretty outstanding with the build we have here. Here we're gonna make sure we apply the burn properly so we don't mess up again like we almost messed up earlier. I thought I was gonna get a better proc here. I mean, that proc was late as hell apparently. So we did let's say 35 million. This is actually outstanding for the build we have. Now just imagine if we have the max skill cooldown, that in-war defense cap, that will be like over 3 million just there. If you replace that proc 120%, and you actually put a 200% proc here, I think that we could definitely reach out the sky of 4 to 5 million with this guy. And that is with the, you know, without the CTP, without great cards, just with basic cards and shit, I think that is actually a pretty solid character, guys, just with a damage proc. So I don't think that you actually need a CTP on this guy. And last thing we're going to be testing in, guys, is squad battle, because we always like to see what the fella can actually achieve in squad battle. So we're going to jump in here, squad battle, and we are going to be testing him out. We're actually going to bring that, so I guess we can get a purple button here that can actually be useful in some situations. So let's jump in there and let's do this, guys. Let's do this and showcase how good he is for squad battle too. Again, keep in consideration, guys, this is with terrible builds, so if you're expecting to see like a pro video, that is not the pro video, guys. Here we're just having some fun and, you know, seeing what certain characters can do for new players, for free-to-play players, because I think that's important. It's nice to have all those all this end game content out there, but it's also important to have some content for new players, free-to-play players, to see what they should be able to achieve. What are characters if they get him and they don't have the potential to build the crap out of the character pretty much. I think that is actually very, very important to have, and that's what we actually try to focus on the channel, by the way, guys. Just wanted to make that clear. I know we used to focus on endgame gameplay, which is not the case anymore since we have returned to Marvel Future Fight pretty much. This guy is amazing, by the way, guys, because that tier 3 for phase 1 and phase 2, it makes it so easy to clear all the ads as fast as possible. It's actually quite crazy. That AoE is so awesome. Can I actually pop that tier 3 again? Oh, apparently I killed shot too fast and just wasted my tier 2. Well, whatever. We're still gonna get that 227,000 points here on the first round, which is actually a personal best for this account so far. It's better than what I usually get on my Luna. Damn, that is crazy. Okay, let's start by getting those orbs and pop this 5th skill. Here we go. Pop that tier 3. Now we don't really have to worry about anything. The 500,000 point, 300,000 point is already it pretty much, because shit is gonna die here. Here we go, 300,000 points, so already guaranteed to move to the next round. Obviously, what's going to be very important to see what can happen is how much damage this goddamn bastard is going to be able to do in the last round, obviously. I should stop standing and shit here, too. Okay, here we go. About to hit that 400,000 points. Usually we score about 500,000 the first round. I don't know if we're gonna reach that. I feel like we are slacking a little bit here. Oh man, messed up my tier 3 again. I hate when they just die too fast and we don't actually get that tier 3 out. Now we're gonna save that tier 2 for when we reach the next phase though. And yep, we hit that 500,000 before we move to the next phase. Wow, sorry guys. Had to sneeze apparently. The only thing with that tier 3 is that it's hard to see what's going on when that tier 3 is active. Orbs come to Papa. I only missed one, damn it. Here we go. And boom. Okay, now we're good to continue. This is not as good as my previous run, I think. I don't think we're doing that great, but it's the damage mostly come from ads, the big spike in damage. And go get those orbs before it's too late. Oh, I think we're starting to do a little bit better now. And I find it a little bit stupid that you can actually take fire damage with this guy, to be honest. I don't see the point of him being able to take fire damage, but whatever. I'll get that million points. It's actually pretty solid with 30 seconds left to spare. we actually reach 1.1 million, that'll be cool. We're gonna be close. So close. 1,093,000 point, guys. It's pretty solid considering the build. Now you get that Ingo defense, that cooldown up. I'll be doing a lot better, obviously, and that's actually a personal best. So that is what it is here, guys. So that is Ghost Rider for new players, guys. Ghost Rider for free-to-play players. Ghost Riders with a terrible build can actually achieve greatness in this game, guys. We actually get a little bit better build, some hero, fix the stats on this gear and all of that, we're gonna be able to do so much better. And no, we don't actually need a CTPF Rage Judgment on this guy, at least to do content for new players. Obviously, when we get to the point that we actually want to do World Boss Legend with this guy, that's going to be different because World Boss Legend is the top end game in the game. So there is where you actually need to be like really built for. So you're going to need those CTPF Energy on Sharon Rogers, for example, CTPF Rage on other characters, Judgment on other characters. So that's going to be important at that point, but that is like 1 year into the game. It's not going to be, you know, after 100 days, for example. So you know, there's a difference between end-game and defense, between just building your account, and in this series, guys, we talk about building your account early on, and then eventually we're gonna switch the focus a little bit at some you know, end-game content along the way, and once we actually reach that point with this account. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much all we had for today's video. If you enjoyed the content of the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, check the bell to get notified when we post a new video, go live for live stream. Don't forget, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7 p.m. at Pacific time, so don't miss that, guys. Especially there is a giveaway there, and also you know, we all have a bunch of rainbows, which is always awesome. Also, guys, I want to give you a big thank you for being part of my community. You all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.